Hello, this is Kate. I am a nurse educator here at Women's Health Network, and I am joined today by one of our experts, one of our members of our expert panel, Dr. Sharon Stills. Sharon is joining us from Tucson, Arizona today, and Sharon is a naturopathic physician who is getting started on a really exciting new project offering some wellness retreats, and we wanted to talk to her a little bit about that today. So, Sharon, thank you for joining us today.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Sharon, why don't you go ahead and let us know a little bit about the work that you do and why you decided to start offering these retreats?
Great. Well, I'm a naturopathic medical doctor. I currently am practicing in Tucson, Arizona, and I work with mainly women of all ages. I specialize mainly in the age group of 35 to 65 women who are going through hormonal issues, autoimmune issues, women who are dealing with cancer and things of that nature. And I have studied extensively in Europe, and so I kind of take a fusion of European biological medicine, naturopathic modalities. I studied over in India, so I infuse Ayurveda, and then I take functional medicine and I mix it all together and I come out with what's personally and individualized best for the patient. And I got into this because I myself was very sick, and so in my practice, I always practice what I preach, and I'm a real believer in this medicine because it's worked for me. And so how I got started with this new business with Destination Red, my retreat business, is that traveling is something that is a passion for me. And I remember being in medical school and talking to my best friend and saying, when we graduate medical school and, we have some time and money on our hands, let's go do a major hike, because we had loved to hike around Arizona. And we said, let's go to Machu Picchu. And life was happening, and I graduated medical school. I was a single mother raising two boys all on my own. I opened up my own medical practice, and it just wasn't realistic that I could take a couple of weeks, ditch my kids, leave my practice, and go trek around Peru. So I said, you know what, when the boys are both in college, we're going to do this. And then that day arrived where my youngest son, Dylan, left for college. And there I was, busy in my practice. And there was a voice that said, oh, you don't have time to go do that now. But there was a stronger voice that said, you need to do what you say you're going to do. That's what makes a life a really actualized life, and it's really good to do the things we say we're going to do. And so I called up my buddy and I said, let's do it. Let's go to Peru. And so we did. It was a wonderful trip. We hiked the Inca Trail. It was a 4-day journey. And when I came back, I decided to write about it because I love to write. And so I wrote, it was like a 12-page piece, and my office manager decided to send it out as our newsletter that month to thousands of patients. And I received such amazing feedback. Patients loved the story. They loved my writing. And I mean, the story, one patient said, I keep it in my bathroom, and every time I go to the bathroom, I only let myself read a paragraph. And other patients were just, they just said, I keep reading it over and over. And they said, I'm living vicariously through you, and it's amazing. And when they said that to me, that's when the seed was planted, and I thought, I need to start a retreat business, because it's wonderful that I can share my journeys and my experiences and write about them, and that women can be inspired and, quote, live vicariously through me. But what I really want for women everywhere is for them to live vicariously through themselves and have the experience and come along with me. And so that's how it all got started.
That's awesome. So many of us, I can absolutely relate to that, being a single mom and all of that. And there are always reasons that we give ourselves that we just can't. But, whether it's the money or the time or the energy or whatever. So this is so important to be able to give women that opportunity, and for them to get it from someone who's living it, who's done it. So that's wonderful, Sharon. So who do you think would benefit from attending a retreat with you?
Well, to me, I think anyone and everyone can benefit, because I'm really starting to look at these retreats on an equal footing to the remedies or the bioidentical hormones or the vitamins or the diets I prescribe. So I really feel like these retreats are medicine. They're good medicine that we need to give to ourselves. There's something about retreating from our daily life and taking time, kind of, I look at it like pressing pause on the on the player, on the tape player or the TV or whatever it is you're watching, and just kind of exhaling and saying, who am I, where am I, take stock, where do I want to go, where have I been, what's been serving me, what hasn't been serving me. And it's often difficult to do that when we're in the day-to-day of waking up and making breakfast and rushing out the door and tending to the kids and doing the laundry and all of those things. So I really, my goal and my vision is to create the theory, the buzz in society that retreats are not, they're not some extravagant luxury we give to ourselves, that it's really should be part of our life, and that just like we go to the dentist every year and we take our family vacation every year, that we also think about, where's my retreat going to be this year? Where's my time going to be this year? And we don't feel selfish or greedy about doing it, that we know it's something that's medicinally going to help us heal and be better mothers and better wives and better girlfriends and better daughters and better employees or employers. So I say everyone.
Exactly. Yeah, it would be nice if we all kind of got to that point of prioritizing the self-care and recognizing the role that that plays in being able to bring our best selves to everything else that that we have going on in life. It's just so important. So, at these retreats, what is the nature of these retreats that you're offering?
Well, every retreat is going to be different. So there's going to be retreats where I'm going to invite you to discover your wild side or your adventurous side. One that I'm in the beginning stages of planning is a climb up Kilimanjaro to summit Kilimanjaro. The retreat that I have going on in the near future, that'll be at the end of April, is actually a women's only retreat. They're not going to only be women's only retreats, but this one is. And it's entitled Have an Affair with Yourself. And we always think about, romantic weekend getaways, or like I said before, the family vacation, or we do girlfriend getaways. But how about ourselves? How about a weekend where you're just having an affair with you? And this kind of grew out something that I've been doing in my personal life, where I've been really committing first and foremost to the relationship with myself. I think as we as women go through our lives, we often forget that we're drawn in so many different directions. If we have children, if we have a spouse, if we're working, if we have aging parents, whatever it is, and we seem to always be giving, 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 and often we forget to give to ourselves. And so at this retreat, I'm going to be inviting 25 women to come to the beautiful Red Rocks of Sedona. I've got a great space that's just magical, off the beaten path, away from everything. You're going to turn in your cell phones. There'll be no laptops. We're really going to unplug. And when we unplug from technology in the world around us, what ends up happening is we get a chance to plug into ourselves. And that's what's really important. And so we're going to be doing a variety of activities. I'm going to be drawing on my extensive training in meditation and yoga and mindfulness and journaling and leading women's circles. And so I'm a big fan of ritual. And so we're going to be doing a fire releasing ceremony, and we're going to be sharing, and we're going to be participating in the Om meditation, which is something I bring back from the Netherlands that I trained to do over there. So it's going to be just a lot of things to kind of give us the opportunity to connect to ourselves, to see how we are with ourselves, to be silent within ourselves, and also to connect to a group of like-minded women, so creating community. And it's going to culminate with an actual wedding ceremony to ourselves. And we're going to do some fun girly things getting ready for the wedding, because healing is about fun, it's about introspection, and so we're going to be playing dress up and just, really being girly, and at the end we will marry ourselves, and it's going to be a really beautiful weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, that sounds so fun, Sharon. That sounds like I've never heard of a retreat like that before. It just sounds really exciting, and your passion for it is obvious. So hopefully, you know, people will take advantage of that opportunity. 25 women, you said, right?
That is correct.
25. Okay. And so that, I know you said is coming up. I have at the end of April, so April 30th to May 3rd. And so there's plenty of time, but maybe not plenty of spaces. So people should get right on that opportunity to get in touch with your office for some more information. Does that sound okay?
Absolutely. And my assistant Ashley is available, and we can answer any questions to make it a seamless and good process for everyone who wants to get signed up and come join me.
Perfect. Excellent. So we are putting the contact information for your office, the phone number and email where any of our viewers who are interested can definitely reach out and take advantage of this just wonderful opportunity to connect with their sense of self, you know, and kind of reconnect with that value that we all should make a very top priority. So really exciting, Sharon. So we're going to put that information right on the screen, and you should be able to see that. And we'll also have that in the descriptor for this video. And that's that. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today, Sharon, and for filling us in on all this exciting stuff you have going on.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye.